Alright, in this video, I'm doing a Fortnite streamer tier list. Now, the way I'm going to be ranking these guys is purely based on their entertainment value. So I'm not ranking them based on their Fortnite skill or the numbers they provide. I'm just purely ranking on how entertaining they are and how much effort they put into entertainment. For example, someone like Booga is nowhere near as entertaining as someone like Dr. Disrespect. The amount of entertainment, production value, and effort he puts into his streams is bar none. It's one of the most entertaining streams that you can possibly watch. So obviously, when we get to him, he's gonna be god tier. So let's get into it. The first person we have is Clix. I've watched a little bit of Clix. He doesn't typically use a face cam. He has his mouse board or his keyboard cam. He's obviously really good at the game. Um, he gets some really good numbers, and I don't think he's very entertaining. So I'm gonna put him. Obviously, he has a lot of younger viewers that would probably find him a lot more entertaining than I do. But personally, I'm gonna put him at average. Goes Aiden, one of the OGs, a controller player. Now Aiden, on the other hand, I think he's a little bit more entertaining. He's a very funny guy on top of being a terrific Fortnite player. Obviously, he plays Modern Warfare more, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him above Clix at great. Next we have Unknown. Unknown, another amazing controller player. He switched to keyboard and mouse recently, but I'm gonna put him with Clix. I think he's just an average. He's just a great overall player, but still pretty entertaining. Mongraal. Mongraal, on the other hand, super hilarious. But I don't think he is. I don't think I'm gonna put him amazing. I think he's right there with Aiden, a hilarious Fortnite player that provides really great gameplay. Now we get Hamlin's. Hamlin's, I personally never really got a chance to watch too much. Even back in the Fortnite days, I never watched Hamlin's that often. So I'm gonna put him at average. So I don't have a lot of insight in Hamlin's. Shroud, the greatest FPS player in any game in history. Doesn't matter what game it is. Apex, COD, H1Z1, Fortnite, whatever game he plays at a high level. He has some really great overlays. So I'm gonna put him great with these other guys. I don't think he's quite up there at amazing. Now Courage, on the other hand, I think Courage is extremely entertaining, extremely funny. He has that amazing commentator voice. So I think he's gonna be my first person I'm gonna put in amazing. Next we got Summit 1G. Summit 1G, I haven't got a chance to watch him too much. I watched him getting that Valorant beta key. Um, this was a tough one for me because I don't have a lot. I haven't watched him a lot, but I know he's very popular amongst other streamers. A lot of streamers vouch for him. So I'm gonna put him as great. He'd probably be higher if I watched him, but I haven't watched him too much. Symphony. I personally don't think Symphony's that entertaining. I think what really blew Symphony up was he was one of the fastest editors there ever was. I think what makes Symphony entertaining and really blown up is that he was editing like kids do now. He was the first person to really put editing at the forefront and show us as a skill set. The edits he was doing back in the beginning season of Fortnite were absolutely insane. Today they're average. I mean, there's so many better editors than he was, but he was at a completely another level compared to everyone else. So, but I think he's good at Fortnite, but not entertaining. And now we got his girlfriend, Brooke AB. Now, Brooke AB, in my opinion, is just riding the coattails of Symphony. I don't think she's entertaining. I've watched a couple of her streams. I think she's low-key boring. I hate to say it. I know I might get some hate on that one, but Brooke AB, not entertaining to me. Next, we have Pokimane. Now, Pokimane, honestly, is funny. She's entertaining, very good at the game, puts a lot of effort into her streams. I'm honestly, I don't want to be called a simp here. I don't want to be called a simp, but she's amazing. She's not god tier, let's be honest. Dr. Lupo, really good streamer. Puts a lot of effort. He does charity streams all the time. I want to put him. I'm gonna put him. I'm putting him amazing. I think he's good. He's a great streamer. But I don't want to put him great because I think he's provides more entertainment value than Aiden and Mongraal. He's probably right there with Shroud, kind of right in between great and amazing. Now we got Valkyrae. I honestly have never watched Valkyrae once. I've watched her in some 100 Thieves videos. But besides that, I haven't got a chance to watch her too much. I'm going to put her at average. Next, we have TSM Chica. I have watched TSM Chica quite a bit, mostly on TikTok. I think her TikToks are hilarious. So I'm just gonna put her great. I haven't watched her enough live streaming wise to make a high valued opinion on her. Myth, super entertaining. One of the most entertaining people I've watched on Fortnite and other games as well. I watch play Hyperscape Valorant. He's a really entertaining and funny guy, and I'm actually gonna put him to be the first god tier. I think he barely makes a mark. I think he's just slightly above Courage, Pokimane, Dr. Lupo. But some of the people that's compared to him, I'm also gonna put in god tier. He just makes a mark and is not as good as some of the other people. For example, Tim the Tatman. Tim the Tatman is one of the funniest guys on Twitch I've ever seen. He always cracks me up. The way he self-deprecates is hilarious. I absolutely love Tim the Tatman, and he's definitely a next level above Myth. But I do think Myth also deserves God tier. Ninja, entertaining guy for sure. I just don't think he's God tier. I think his ego's gotten a little bit too big. Still a really entertaining guy, but I just don't think he provides that much entertainment that someone like Tim the Tatman and Myth provide. I think he was just one of the greatest Fortnite players at the very beginning for like the first 6 or so seasons. Um, and obviously he was super entertaining as well, but I just don't think he's up there with Tim the Tatman and Myth. But that's just my opinion. Some other people might feel differently. Obviously, Dr. Disrespect, 100% God tier. The production value, he's on a completely different tier. I should have made the Champions Club tier because the things he does on his streams are nothing like anyone else has done. Um, all those he has like a whole universe behind his stream. Behind that fourth wall is like a whole universe having his mansion and the arena. Having all these different scenes, and it's crazy the things he does for his streams. And if you haven't watched somehow I haven't watched Dr. Disrespect streams, you definitely need to. I really aspire to one day have the production value that Dr. Disrespect has, and one day hope to have. I'd love to do a character. I've kind of brainstormed some characters that he does because his Dr. Disrespect character is completely different from who he actually is. And he does it like I couldn't imagine doing a character for 8 to 12 hours like he does sometimes. It's insane what he does. All right, so next we have um, Cloaksy. Cloaksy, I haven't really watched that much either, so I'm gonna put him average because I haven't got a chance to watch him too much. And same with Chap. I haven't really watched Chap too much either, so I want to put him right there. 72 hours. Very entertaining guy. Very smart. I watched him a little more of these two guys. I haven't watched him too much. So I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him right here at great. Fresh, on the other hand, not only is really great at the game, one of the best OCE players are out there right now. But super funny as well. He's such a funny guy. Um, he's absolutely killing it on Twitch right now. Now Booga. Booga, booga, booga. I'm gonna have to put Booga and low-key boring. I think if it wasn't for winning the World Cup, he would have no viewers on Twitch. Um, Booga's fame is obviously he deserved it. Winning the World Cup was absolutely amazing, but from an entertainment um, evaluation, he's not entertaining at all. I've watched some of his streams, extremely boring. Obviously, very good at the game. Obviously, still one of the best players, but he's just not a good streamer. He's a competitive player, not a streamer. Next, we got BenjyFishy. BenjyFishy, I think, is very unique. Obviously, he's really good mechanically, like obviously like Booga and all them, but his IQ plays like someone like Cypher and Ninja and some of those boomer pro players that kind of don't have the mechanics that someone like Clix or Booga has, but kind of takes advantage of their IQ, like 72 hours, for example. But he is like, what, 15 years old and has one of the highest Fortnite IQs and Fortnite game sense that I've ever seen from a 15-year-old. But from an entertainment aspect, I've never watched his streams. So I'm going to put him at average. Actually, yeah. Reverse 2K, he actually lives really close to me. He lives like 20 minutes from me. He really got famous from playing with Ninja. He's a funny guy, but I don't think he's too entertaining. He's really great guy, really down to earth person. He's really good at Fortnite, obviously. I just don't think he's super entertaining in my opinion. SypherPK. Now SypherPK is one of the few Fortnite streamers that I still watch, and I still watch any game he plays. The amount of value he provides, he does not only like great Fortnite content and challenges himself, but he also provides value by kind of giving tips and tricks. I take a lot of inspiration from SypherPK into my own content. So I'm gonna have to put him God tier. I think he puts so much effort into his craft and to streaming that it's hard not to put him in God tier. Next we have Scissors. Scissors, well, obviously a phase member, um, really had to claim the fame in the Fortnite realm. Jack, sorry, my dog was cough. He really his claim to fame in the Fortnite. Um, his claim to fame in the Fortnite industry really came from his death runs. He really blew up from his Scissors death runs. Everyone was doing them. Muselk, Laserbeam, a ton of YouTubers were doing videos on those. Um, he's a very funny guy. So I'm gonna put him. I don't see him streaming too often anymore. So I'm gonna put him at average. Nick A30. He puts so much effort into streaming to being a PG guy, and obviously, I mean, he might be like that in real life. I've seen some streams before he got blew up that he wasn't as PG. So the effort he puts in of being PG, let alone it makes so the effort he puts in into being a PG streamer is amazing, and it takes a lot of work to do that. It's not easy to make sure you're being PG yourself, but making sure the people you're playing with are also PG. In addition to that, he's very he puts a lot of creativity and value into his audience. He really interacts with the audience quite a bit. Always doing sub games with them, and so does someone like SypherPK. A lot of these people don't, so I think that sets him apart as well, as really kind of interacting with their community a little bit more. So I'm gonna put him at amazing. I think Nick A30 does a terrific job. Tfue, this one is going to be extremely controversial, maybe like the Booga one. I personally don't like watching Tfue. I don't think he's entertaining. Every game he plays, he's amazing at. He's like kind of like Shroud, absolutely amazing at the games he plays. But I don't think he's entertaining personally. I think outside of streams like Twitter, he's hilarious on Twitter. But the streams I've watched of him, he just plays the game, doesn't interact with chat too much, and just kind of boring. He's just really great at the games. Nick Mercs, one of my all-time favorite streamers. One of the reasons why I started liking Twitch in general. He's one of the first people I ever watched on Twitch besides Boogie2988, which was a long time ago. But Nick Mercs puts a lot of effort into his streams. Still a control player, really good at every game he plays. He plays a character in a sense a little bit. He really hypes up that masculinity that when he's on stream, that really hypes up his character a little bit more. And then he does a lot of stuff with his community, having hosted barbecues, doing meet and greets with his fans. So I gotta put him God tier. He's one of the most. He's super entertaining. I love watching his streams. Next we got Dakotas. Dakotas doesn't have a webcam, and he's kind of known for that. I don't think he's very funny. I think he's kind of boring in my opinion. He's just not my type of streamer. I like someone that's got a webcam. I feel like I could connect more with them. So I'm gonna put good at Fortnite, but not entertaining. And, I think he could be obviously higher, but I'm having kind of a bias because I'm trying to even out the board a little bit more. Now, last we have Daquan, the OG one pump, and what hilarious guy. He is so funny. I wish he would be streaming more, but he's super funny. So I'm gonna put him at great. I'll kind of review this. I think everyone I have him at I'm happy where they're at right now. So this is my list. Obviously, there might be some controversial placements having Booga and Tfue so low, and Symphony and Dakotas. I think there's some controversy there, or maybe having Tim the Tatman above like Ninja and Dr. Lupo. But once again, this is my opinion. This is my list, and this is based on just upon their entertainment value. How entertaining are they? Obviously, someone like Tim the Tatman has to be more entertaining because he's not very good at the game. While Ninja doesn't have to be entertaining because he was good at the game. And still is, but not as good as he used to be, and how good some players are compared to him. But once again, this is my list. I'd love to hear yours. So if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments of who you disagree with and where you would put them. Also, I love doing these tier lists. So if you have any suggestions of a tier list you want to see, let me know in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys next time. With